Spider-Man No Way Home is just a few days away, and with that, Insomniac released 2 new suits in Marvel's Spider-Man. The hybrid suit, which looks similar to the old Iron Spider suit, and the black and gold suit will both appear in the movie, and we get the first look of them in-game. I have just finished a playthrough of the game and made a video out of it, so if you want to see that, you'll find the link in the description. And follow me on Twitch if you want to see more playthroughs. I thought it would be fun to make a rank list of all the suits. I will mostly rank them by appearance, since you can choose the suit powers freely when you play the game. Let me know in the comments what you think of my rankings and how you rank the suits. If you want to know more about the suit powers and how to acquire them, you can find it in the description. Before I jump into the list, please make sure to like the video if you enjoy it and subscribe. So, here's my list of all the 47 suits in Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered on PS5, ranked from worst to best. First up, or last I suppose, is number 47, the bombastic Bagman suit. In the comics, Spider-Man borrowed this suit after he separated himself from the Venom symbiote, and he got the bag to cover his face. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I didn't find any reason to use it in my playthrough, but I get that it's funny because it's so ridiculous. I like the colors of the suit though. Number 46, undies. This suit might be the hardest one to obtain. You would think that it's just to throw your clothes off, but no, it's the most time-consuming look to get, since you need to complete all the missions, side missions and city-wide activities. But it comes with some power. Equalizer. Everyone dies in one hit. Everyone. Is it worth it? Yeah. But after all the hours put into a look like this, you still haven't learned how to wash your undies. Look, after beating the game, you're still wearing the same underwear as in the intro of the game. This look is fun, you have to wear it for a bit. But we are a superhero. We don't have time for that modeling life. We need to look badass. So that's why it's so far down on my list. 45, ESU suit. An Empire State University t-shirt. I guess this is the closest you're gonna get to swinging around as Peter Parker. It should raise some suspicion around the identity of Spider-Man though. Not good. You get this for taking pictures of 50 secret locations in-game. 50. Way too hard for this suit. I think it's boring. 44. The Arachnid Rider suit. I didn't fancy this at first. I thought it was too much. Reminded me of some water creatures like Nagas in World of Warcraft. But when I was recording this video, I started to like it a bit more. Especially when swinging around town at night. It has that cartoony feel to it. But for now, it sits on spot 44. What do you guys think? Am I fooled to rank it this low? Let me know. Number 43. The Velocity suit. This suit is one of the first suits created for this game. I didn't use all the suit powers when I played, because I found one that was so OP. You'll see which one later. But I wish I'd used the suit power Blitz a bit more. It is really fun to run through enemies and it looks cool. But I think the suit is kinda meh. I don't love the color scheme on it. I mean, I like most suits, but some must be towards the bottom of the list, right? 42. The Armored Advanced suit. It's simply an armored recolor of the Advanced suit, also created for this game. It came out in a later patch. I think it's cool with the armor, and it has some sort of Stormtrooper vibe to it. Maybe even a white version of the Mask of Red Hood in the DC universe. I don't think it looks as good as the original Advanced suit though, and has no power. And in comparison, I think the weight of the armor would be an issue. Number 41. Spider-Man 29-9 White suit is a recolor. The black version belongs originally to Miguel O'Hara in another part of the Spider-Verse, and teased at the end of the first movie Into the Spider-Verse. Another awesome suit power I used way too little during the playthrough. Concussion Strike. Ventilated concussive technology temporarily sends enemies flying with every attack. Extremely good against tougher opponents. A decent futuristic looking suit. The spider on the chest almost looks like a skull, and it has spikes on the arms. Question: how do you see anything in that mask? Number 40. A Aaron Aikman armor is basically a spacesuit, and it doesn't even have a suit power. It's Spider-Man's battlesuit built by Aaron in order to protect the city from Red Eye. I'm not into those armored battlesuits. He looks like a transformer. The bad kind. Doesn't look very comfortable to me.
You done messed up, Aaron!
I'm not sure what I feel about number 39, the Last Stand suit. I kinda like the jacket and the more laid-back approach with a webless mask, but I would have liked it to be more slim fit than loose, don't you think? It comes with unrelenting fury as suit ability, and it's pretty epic. Enemies can't block or interrupt your attacks. Try your shield now, bitch! On number 38, we have the Wrestler suit. In his younger days, Peter did some wrestling. How much? I don't know, but it still has the poster on the wall. August 11th, 2010, New York Showdown. Crusher Hogan versus the Spider! We are still standing, so I think Hogan got to taste his own medicine. And the suit? What can I say? Sweatshirt and jogging pants? Comfy as hell. But wait, is that socks in the sandals? Count me in. King in the Ring as a suit ability is awesome. See ya! We get to web throw enemies without having to web them first. Simply amazing stuff. Number 37. The Future Foundation suit came out in patch 1.14 as a free suit. And I think it looks like a free suit. It has free written all over it. I even think the designer did it for free. It doesn't have any power, it sucks. I like black and white as a color scheme. And that's about it. Doesn't have much else going for it. We move on. Number 36. Spider Armor MK3 is a red, black and grey suit. Again, pretty similar to the Red Hood mask. And I think this one looks pretty good, with all that black and the utility belt. But lose the shoulder pads, it's a bit much, Peter. Peter created this to fight the Sinister Six in the Ends of the Earth arc. And this suit's ability is great. Titanium alloy plates makes all the bullets reflect back at the shooters. They didn't see it coming. Number 35. Spider Armor MK1. Nah. Number 34. The Resilient suit. It's not a suit designed for the game and can be unlocked during one of the DLCs. One cool thing about this one is that the eyes— Wait, that ambulance literally drove over a guy. I can't pose right now. Where was I? Oh yeah. One cool thing about this one is that the eyes don't change shape, as most masks do. And it's an interesting choice of expression. It's a decent looking suit in my opinion. Pretty cool color combo of metallic blue and red. It doesn't come with a suit power. Number 33. The Homemade suit. This suit is first seen on Tom Holland in the MCU. Of all the different homemade suits I've seen, this has to be my favorite. Even though Peter didn't have the resources to make this suit as technically advanced as all the other suits, this one is at least creative and have an original look. And looks hella comfy. Number 32. The Scarlet Spider 2 suit is quite time consuming to get. You need to complete all the missions up to Follow the Money and all activities on the map in the first DLC. But it is worth it. I think this suit looks awesome in its simplicity. The black details on a completely red suit really does the job. If I would have to point out something negative about it, it would be that it looks like we're running around in our pajamas. Number 31. The Spider UK suit. The Spider UK suit is pretty straightforward. It's what you would expect from a suit with that name. It's worn by Billy Braddock, a Spider-Man swinging around in the UK. I like the design, I think it's clever. It's basically the United Kingdom's flag. It fits so good on a mask. Again though, the rest looks like he just got out of bed to fight crime. Number 30. The Iron Spider Armor. This suit is a Spider-Man version of Iron Man's suit. It shares the same metallic colors and has the lights glowing in the palms of his hands and under his feet, making it look like Iron Man's suit when swinging around town. And it is built by Tony Stark. I think this looks amazing. I don't think that I would have liked the idea of this one, but after seeing it, it really works. And look at the iron arms, they're golden. So it's the power of the Iron Spider suit, but the colors change if you're wearing this Iron Spider armor. Number 29. The Spider Clan suit. I don't know too much about this suit. It originates from the Mangaverse, and what I like about it is the comic book style and the idea of a younger Peter Parker, and it feels more homemade than the other comic book variations. Number 28. The Stealth suit is a suit Peter is wearing in Spider-Man Far From Home to hide his Spider-Man identity when his class is visiting Prague. To cover it up, his friend Ned Leeds tells his girlfriend Betty
What's his name?
Night Monkey.
Night Monkey?
Yeah.
that this is the Night Monkey, the European equivalent of Spider-Man. I think it's pretty cool. It's like a suit that is more functional than cool looking. It's free in game after patch 1.16. Number 27. The Secret War suit. The mask and some parts of the arms and boots has almost the same patterns as Miles Morales' Spider-Man suit. But this has a lot more black and some blue details. I think it's cool, although I won't use this as Peter since it looks too much like Miles. But this comes with an awesome suit power. Arms Race sends out a blast around Spider-Man that stuns nearby enemies and takes their weapons out for a short period of time. Number 26. Spider Armor MK4 suit. This suit looks very similar to the classic Spider-Man suit, but with a glancey metallic color to it, and with a very cool spider logo on the front. I didn't like this at first, but after seeing it in action, I have to say it looks pretty sweet. All the suits that look similar to the classic ones, I'm okay with. The defensive shield suit power is as good as it sounds. Spider-Man creates a shield around himself that absorbs all incoming damage for a few seconds. It's pretty OP. Number 25. The Scarlet Spider suit looks badass. There's something cool with the kinda hoodie he wears over his suit. And the logo on the chest looks awesome. I like how it's so big and tilted slightly to the left. The big white eyes looks incredible on the all red mask. This too comes with good suit power. It didn't seem too good until I tried it. Now I like it a lot. Holo Decoy spawns a few holographic clones that looks like Spider-Man. They talk to distract the enemies and taunt them to get the aggro off of Spider-Man. If an enemy hit one of the decoys, they will be stunned for a few seconds. Number 24. The Dark Suit. You obtain the Dark Suit after finishing the stakeout missions provided by the Black Cat. She creates this as a reward. Would I wear a suit built by my enemy? No! Well, yes. Black Cat is goals. We just need to get rid of this MJ chick. Back to the suit. I thought it was meh until I wore it a few times. And now I'm in love with it. I don't think it looks like the old Dark Suit from the comics, but it looks epic. Simple but stylish. Number 23. The electrically insulated suit. The only issue I have with this one is that it doesn't look like a Spider-Man suit. I love the greyish color and the mask, but those red pads doesn't really fit. But overall I think it looks cool. This suit is created to fight Electro, and it has the power Electric Punch. It's pretty great. It electrocutes the enemy you hit, and it spreads to all nearby enemies. Number 22. The upgraded suit. This suit is the upgraded version of the Stark suit, which Tom Holland's Peter Parker uses in the MCU. The changes are mostly cosmetic, but it looks very good. Instead of the red and blue theme seen on the original one, this one has a red and black theme. And next up is the original, number 21, the Stark suit. I think it looks slightly better than the upgraded one. This has the more classic look of the two, and this one has a suit ability. I think the upgraded variations of the suits should share the same suit powers as the original ones. Why would you make an improved version without the power? It's beyond me. Anyway, Spider Bro is the name of the power that is used on the Stark suit. It spawns a spider bot that aids Spider-Man in battle by electrocuting enemies by itself. Those bolts even do damage, so it's very helpful. Look how good it is. Number 20. The Noir suit. Oh boy, isn't this a good one? The Noir suit is one in the comics Spider-Man Noir. It takes place in 1933. Peter Parker builds a suit out of his uncle's World War I uniform. It's a very cool comic. A variation is seen in Into the Spider-Verse, worn by Spider-Man Noir, voiced by Nicolas Cage. I think this suit is amazing. An absolute favorite among the non-classic looking suits. It might be far-fetched for Spider-Man to wear this, but it sure looks awesome if worn in an environment set in the 30s. And he has a gun. Doesn't seem very Spider-Man-esque. This suit power is so cool. It's called Sound of Silence. And when you use it, everything becomes black and white, and there's no sound in the background. Using this does a few things. If you attack an enemy, you can't call for backup. You can fight as loud as you want, without detection, if not in line of sight of others. Number 19. The Feared Self suit looks a bit random, but these vibrant colors looks so good in the dark. It has blades on the gloves, which seems a bit out of place, but somewhat works on this suit. It has the ability quad damage, and as the name suggests, it increases the power of punches a lot. The recharge timer, however, is very long, so plan for the timing. Number 18. The Amazing Suit. It's an amazing suit, what can I say? It's Andrew Garfield's suit from the Amazing Spider-Man series. It's red and blue like most suits, with a darker tint, and has some black details. I love these old and nostalgic suits from the movies, so that is why our next suit is the webbed one. Tobey Maguire wore this in the second and third movie directed by Sam Raimi. It's truly a fan favorite, and many asked for this to be included in the game, which Insomniac did in a later patch. This one might be my favorite of the suits included from the movies. It has the common red and blue color scheme, but with the webbing look like it's on top of the suit, more three-dimensional. Did that make any sense? Anyway, it's an awesome suit. Number 16. Into the Spider-Verse suit. Into the Spider-Verse wasn't just a phenomenal movie, it came with a great suit as well. This is the suit that Peter Parker used in the movie. The animated suit looks so good, with expressive eyes, and it features his muscles and build as shown in the movie. An epic suit unlocked in the last DLC. Number 15. The Iron Spider suit. The Iron Spider suit, not to confuse with the Iron Spider armor that I ranked earlier in the video. This is another suit worn by Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This suit and suit power is sick. I absolutely fell in love with it when I played the game. It's so unique. All the colors blend in so well. An instant classic. Iron Arms is the name of the suit power. 4 arms extends from Peter's back, and they aid you in battle. And you'll be able to hit enemies through shields. If you don't use them for power, then use them just because of how awesome they look. Number 14. Spider Armor MK2 is a suit I used a lot in the beginning of the game. I thought it was the best looking so far. I love the black on gold, and everything except for the eyes is spot on. I would have liked a more classic look, and that's why it isn't higher on the list. It has a suit power called Bulletproof. It's pretty straightforward. You can't be hit by bullets. Extremely good, especially when fighting melee enemies and there's guns blazing from further away. Number 13. Spirit Spider. I had to rank it this high. I mean, look at it, it's crazy good. The white suit with blue flames? Come on, could it be more epic? I don't know the lore, so I don't know how it fits in this universe. It probably doesn't. This was my reaction to it in-game. The suit? What? Yes, please. Damn. It's not just good looking, it has one of the most badass suit powers. Here's the explanation on Marvels Spiderman Fandom page. When activated, this ability sets Spider-Man's skull ablaze as well as his attacks, letting him spread the fires of hell to enemies that will take damage and be stunned by the blue flames. Number 12. Spider-Man 2099 Black Suit. Yeah, it's as confusing as it looks. This suit is originally black, but might seem bluish in the light. But here, it's blue and awesome. And as its white counterpart, the skull-looking spider on the front looks sick. It origins from Spider-Man 2099 and is worn by Miguel O'Hara. Its suit power is a bit underwhelming, at least I think so. It's called low gravity, and it allows you to be in the air for a bit longer so you can perform more combos with aerial moves. I like some other powers more than this one, to be honest. Number 11. Cyborg Spider-Man Suit. The classic Spider-Man suit with a cyborg arm, a utility belt and an eye thingy? Are you kidding me? Yes, please! I like when the suits show wear and that they are torn. Shows that you have some history with the suit, and I'm crazy about this one. We have reached my top 10 Spider-Man suits in Marvels Spider-Man Remastered. And this one is even better than the last one. Spider-Punk. That's my suit, I'm done. Being a fan of rock and punk, this is a Spider-Man suit I've always wanted. Look at the suit power. Rock out. Hits enemies twice, it hurls them up in the air and then throws them backwards. I just can't get enough of this one. Number 9. The Damaged Classic Suit. As mentioned earlier, suits that show damage are great. It shows that Spider-Man has taken some hits and that all suits aren't super fresh. I wanted to rank this together with the repaired suit, which is next on the list. It's basically the same suit, but the repaired version has a suit ability. An ability that I used through the entire game. Web Blossom allows Spider-Man to shoot webs in all directions, webbing enemies to the walls and the ground. It's almost too OP. You can complete a crime with this power alone. The suit is classic, the one we have always seen and loved. It has to be in the top 10. It never gets old. Number 7. The Advanced Suit is a new and improved classic suit. When it gets torn apart, Otto helps Peter with a design for a new one. This suit is the original for this game, and it looks so good. I really like the white details on the classic suit. Battle Focus is the suit power. It generates focus in combat at a higher pace, allowing you to do more finishers or a big amount of healing. A great suit all around. Number 6. The Negative Suit is a photo-negative version of the Advanced Suit, and it looks crazy good, especially in the dark. I think this one is one of the greatest suits. It has a suit power called Negative Shockwave, which blasts nearby enemies in a wave of negative energy, which hurls them back. It has a smaller radius than the arms race, but does more damage. Number 5. The Hybrid Suit. The Hybrid Suit is one of 2 released along with the premiere of Spider-Man No Way Home, and they're both so good. It's a variation of the Iron Spider suit, and it's so clean. I don't know if it's just the pleasure of a new suit that makes me love this one so much. But I can't wear it too much, because they released a better one. You'll see. Number 4. The Stealth Big Time Suit is amazing. I'm weak to this green color, and on the matte black it works so well. And the green glowing eyes looks insane. I love this suit, it's hard to not rate it higher, among my favorites for sure. The Stealth Big Time suit has the power Blur Projector, which prevents unaware enemies to notice his presence. As long as they aren't investigating you, they won't notice your movement. Number 3. The vintage comic book suit is in the top 3 for sure. It's so nostalgic, and the animation does a perfect job of delivering that comic book feel. Insomniac has done a great job on all the animated suits, making them stand out and look so radiant apart from the environment. I'm in love with this suit and I use it so much. The only reason that I couldn't give this the number 1 spot is because it looks so off in the cutscenes. It looks too unrealistic and the suit doesn't blend in at all. A fun touch is the suit power quips. It makes Peter say sarcastic lines to the enemies, taunting them. A lot of them are fun, here's a few. All in all, this suit is absolutely amazing. Number 2. The Anti-Ox suit. This suit is made out of the same materials as Dr. Octavius' suit. Peter equips this before fighting Otto. The black materials on this one is just great, and the glowing yellow spider on the chest and the eyes are just perfect to the black. This was for the longest my favorite suit. I love black and yellow together. Resupply is suit power and it's really good in long fights, or when fighting a lot of enemies. It generates more ammo to gadgets so they can use them more frequently. I can't get enough of this suit. But then I saw this one. The number 1 suit, in my opinion, right now is the new black and gold suit, released together with the hybrid suit. They are both used in the new Spider-Man movie. This one amazed me. Another gold and black suit? I'm in love. This one is insane, look at it. The details are mind-blowing to me. I saw someone suggesting that this is the inverted classic suit, with the electronics being the gadgets in the suit. But I don't know, it looks incredible. And that's it. That's my list of all the 47 suits in Marvels Spider-Man Remastered for PS5. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my list? Let me know in the comments. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate all of you. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And hey, if you want to see more of me, catch me on Twitch. Link is down below. And as always, until next time, guys, peace.